Hello and welcome. This is XCom Enemy Within with Turbo, and we are going to do an Impossible Ironman playthrough. And this is going to be our starting setup for this playthrough. And we will jump right in and choose Asia for our starting location.
Australia has sent a number of requests for assistance, so that's our next drop site. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Okay, this is where our UFO defense career is going to start. Let's see what we have to deal with here.
Strike one, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO.
So here we are, and we can see immediately that it's a pretty narrow map. Let's just check who do we have with us exactly. Okay, we have some average troopers, but also a couple good ones.
Good to go. That's what we're looking for.
And we have some melt here right away, which is going to be very useful in the future.
On the move.
And in case you haven't played the new DLC yet, on Enemy Within you get this new substance called Melt, and that will allow you to do all the gene mods and cybernetic mods. And immediately we are hearing some alien sounds, so that means that they are most likely not far away. And we are thinking about our scouting moves now. We want to stay hidden, and we want to have all the movement points that we can get for our next turn. Let's see if we are going to be able to cast that melt before the countdown timer reaches 0. Okay, we still have some time, so that's not a terribly big problem. But here immediately we have our first contact with the aliens, and we have two sectoids here. Okay, let's just move
That's affirmative.
Penny here up to the rooftop. It's gonna keep us hidden from the aliens, and although they may be able to climb up here as well, at least we will be safe for now. As for the other troops though, we are gonna have to now reconsider the melt thing, because we do not wish to risk activating any more aliens on the next turn. We are gonna have to deal with these ones first. You know what? That was not such a bad call after all. Had we had our troops right there next to the melt container, we would be in a bit of trouble right now. Now the aim of this playthrough is to be a learning experience. This is the first time I have ever played on Ironman Impossible on this DLC, and in my opinion the game has become quite a bit harder than it was before the DLC. And as you can see, we are now facing 5 sectoids immediately. I think it was probably our second turn, and now we are getting shot from here, and even though the odds are not too great, then obviously we did get hit. Okay, we also see some new melt container farther down the road. But we need to get our troopers into safety, because 5 sectoids means that there's a very big chance we will be getting flanked. Like very soon indeed. Okay, we can hear 2 sectoids merging. This is a special ability that they have. They can do such an action that one of them gains control of the other, and the one who is being controlled gets 1 extra health and some bonuses to their shooting. So they get a critical bonus, and they also get more will. So now we have everybody up here on the rooftop. That is not completely safe by any means, but at least the aliens now do not see where we are. And now we try to find some cover.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see what the aliens do now.
I feel, Commander.
Well, I would guess that was an alien, but maybe that's just me. Okay, merging, going on. One good thing about merging is that you don't actually have to see the aliens in order to be able to pinpoint their location. We can see the grey glowing spots right there. That indicates a merging master. So we can see without seeing, actually it's 2 of them very close by to each other. So we can actually know their location when they are merging without actually seeing them. And for that purpose it is incredibly useful that we can grenade these guys without actually gaining true visual. One other thing about merging sectoids is that if you manage to kill the merging master, that means that you will effectively also kill the one that he is controlling. And we just now managed to kill not only a pair of mergers, but also 1 extra alien, the one that we were earlier able to wound during our Overwatch. So we were now very lucky because we did not know the location of that particular alien. So we have now killed
On the move.
3 aliens, and we can see where the other 2 are, and we are gonna blast them with another grenade right now.
Catch.
And that's the rest of them. Although they are not gonna be the last ones on this mission, and right now 3 turns to reach that meld is not
Roger. I got my eyes on.
looking too promising, because we don't want to activate any aliens before every troop is ready for action. Before moving to a new location, I always try to make sure everybody is reloaded and everybody has 2 moves to do. I'm hoping to gather as much information and experience as possible during this playthrough, so that I will be able to learn all the possible useful things that are gonna help in future playthroughs. And just in case you didn't notice, I am recording this commentary after I actually did the movies. I had to record the gameplay here late in the evening, and I didn't want to cause any bad blood among the neighbors, and neither with my wife, of course. So then we will be having a better idea about what's going on now that we have already completed the missions, as I am adding the voice commentary. Like, for instance, now when I was playing, I did not know exactly that we had no more activated aliens, so that's why you can see that we are taking things very carefully. The 2 troops that we dropped down first, though, they were able to see all of the nearby locations, so after they had done that, now we knew that we were gonna be able to
Already there.
move forward without getting hit from any alien Overwatch. The aliens can still move when they are not yet activated, and for that reason we want to make sure that we can actually have somebody on guard, because they can sometimes rush through doors and completely surprise you if you are not ready. Whenever they do appear all of a sudden, then it's always good to have somebody on Overwatch, because even though it is a lower likelihood to hit on Overwatch, then there is a chance nonetheless. So, like at the very beginning, the aliens were moving and thus they were harder to hit. We did manage to land one reaction shot, and then with the one grenade we were able to kill that one as well. But we still have a wounded trooper with us, so that will be a liability. We do not have any medkits yet at this point of game. This is our very first mission, so that means we can't heal the wounded one in any way. So we just have to be as careful as possible and hope that nothing catastrophic happens suddenly. So once again we are careful and we try to move everybody to a position as good as possible. And we also want to be in control from which direction we actually activate the aliens from. And we want to keep other troops hidden while we do that, because then that will present a good opportunity to get flanking shots against the aliens, because then if we only have one door open and we have troopers behind all the closed doors that are left there, then the aliens may just retreat to vicinity of one of the other doors, and that's when we can hit them hard, at least hopefully. And there we have the first door open, and that reveals instantly 3 more sectoids, and they somehow managed to run into full cover, each and every one of them. Now there are two particular problems when you are beginning an Ironman Impossible game, because the sectoids have 4 points of health, and you have that as well, but they have plasma weapons, which means that they can deal some serious damage. And grenades are extremely useful against sectoids, but on Impossible you are not able to one-shot kill those sectoids with a grenade. A grenade makes 3 damage and the sectoids have 4 health. Okay, now we are flanking this one. Let's hope that we can hit him. Oh yes, we can, but you know, this is the other particular problem that we have. We did hit, but we only made 3 damage. This is where the inferior weapons really hurt us. We are fighting with traditional bullets against the plasma equipped aliens, and the assault rifle, even though it is pretty reliable, it does not kill very reliably when you can make less damage than what the aliens have. And now we have 3 aliens, all of which are in full cover, and we are not able to reach the wounded sectoid from this position, at least not by shooting, because we have nobody here who can reach him behind that door. So I wonder if we could get both of these guys with one grenade. That would be very tempting. I wonder if that is in fact possible. But it doesn't appear. So it does not appear to be possible. At least we have some movements left. But there is a risk if one of these sectoids remains alive after this turn, then they will take shots, and there's a high likelihood that one of your troopers will die. Even though the troops are in full cover, apart from the one wounded one back there, full cover is by no means a guarantee. It does not make it certain that you will dodge any shots. It's pretty far from that actually. It's no guarantee. You can very easily get killed on Impossible if you are behind full cover and the aliens can take a shot. What would we achieve with the grenade here. We could take out the cover and deal some damage. So now at least we have this fellow down to 1 health and he's without cover. So that should help us, but what do we do with the others? We do not have enough movements left, I believe, to get all of them. We did check earlier that we are not going to be able to get both of these sectoids within 1 grenade blast radius. That would have saved the situation completely if we would have been able to accomplish that.
Aye, aye.
But now we have to use our guns instead. Oh yeah, that's a crit. That is a critical hit and that helps us a whole lot. Now sadly we are gonna have to leave the one wounded trooper behind low cover there, and that does spell trouble, I guess. Let's hope that we don't miss this one. Oh yeah, that's so nice. That is so nice, but now then the sectoid gets his move and the brute is down. The wounded rookie got a hit and he is gone. He is dead and nothing can bring him back. So, not exactly an ideal beginning for this campaign. If there's anything positive, then, well, at least the other 3 are at full health, and now we will try to play with the grenade once more.
Eat this!
Yeah.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin research.
So here we are.
recovered
We
artifacts immediately.
did not get any meld out of that mission, and we did get 1 fatality, and that's never a good thing. That also robs us out of one of our promotions.
Welcome to XCom HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion
Okay,
at barracks.
at least we get some promotions. That's one of the goals always when you're starting a new game, because as long as the troopers stay as rookies, there's not a whole lot they can do. Unfortunately, we end up with only 2 promotions, but at least we can see that we will be having an extremely strong heavy with over 80 aim to begin with. And then we are getting an assault. Also not entirely untalented, so this should help us quite a lot in the beginning of this
Commander to the
playthrough.
research labs. Commander to the research labs.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is awaiting your orders. We'll get
So now
started
then-
as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Commander, you can now honor our soldiers by awarding them medals for accomplishments you deem appropriate.
Okay,
You can
this is
view
one
and
new
award
feature.
medals in the
We can get
barracks.
medals on this DLC.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCom's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research
Yes, we
immediately.
will definitely be needing new technology, that is for sure. We are not going to be able to take down these aliens with bullets.
I agree. That does seem to be the most pressing of our current research options. We'll begin immediately.
We
I
have
will
chosen
notify
alien
you when a complete
materials
report is available.
for vests.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Thank you, although there's not much we can do here right now. Satellites
Commander to mission control.
expensive and
Commander
medkits
to mission control.
cannot really save a 4 hit point rookie anyway. Well, at least we did survive the first mission, and I think that we also managed to get at least one medal,
Commander to mission
although I
control.
believe that this
Commander to
particular
mission
medal
control.
is better used in the future. And that is exactly what we are going to do as well. But at this point I would much like to thank you for watching and welcome you back for our second episode.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Thank you. Turbo out.